live. Go live. We finna go live. And you got on some skates. What's up, people? We back in the building. So look, man, we finna go over a few things. I got me a little list of notes up right here. First thing first, Colorado loss was a bad loss, but it wasn't a bad loss. It was a good bad loss. What was good about it? We showed some fight. We didn't get blowed out. It was a whole bunch of just obvious stupid stuff that happened. The thing that I feel like how we lost, Colorado lost. I know sometimes where the D line was not on par. They got beat in the trenches, and they got beat in the trenches not because the other team was just better. It was because mental mistakes. It was some plays I saw where the D linemen, they were stunting, and one guy forgot to stunt, and who played against Oregon State? Who played against? I can't even remember who. Arizona just ran it right through the gap that we were stunting in, and the guy didn't do what he's supposed to do. Another play that did influence trap, and the guy, he took the bait, and they came down on him, created a big hole. It was that one on was for a touchdown, and the other run I'm talking about was for a long run, like a 50-yard run. So we just got, I ain't gonna say out schemed, but it was like mental mistakes by the players. So it wasn't the coach's fault. Arizona didn't out coach them. The coaches just did stuff that the players did stuff that they have been coached not to do, and they did it anyway. That's how we lost. So when you lose like that, you know these guys are gonna make mistakes. But it's not like we just beat ourselves so bad, throwing interceptions, fumbles. Like it wasn't a lot of crucial penalties that just like, oh man, that penalty right there. Well, we did have that one penalty on the goal line when we stopped them third down, and it was the late hit on the quarterback. Those kind of things you can't have. Those things, they hurt. But other news we want to talk about, the losers. There is a lot of losers this week. We talking about Colorado. It's a lot of losers this week, y'all. Like now, Texas A&M talking about Jimbo Fisher out of there. They about to just pull the plug on that experiment, right? Do you know how much money is tied up in Jimbo Fisher? That whole thing was crazy with Jimbo Fisher, with why he left Florida State, with his wife dealing with a dude. All that was crazy. And he started off good over there at Texas A&M. They gave him more money. He spent more money on big-time recruits, #1 recruit class. He's had every opportunity to win, and they see he's just not going to be able to turn that corner. He's not even relevant right now in the SEC, and he had the #1 recruiting class a year ago. So everybody know the writing on the wall, like his day is done. So they're trying to move on. Other people, USC, they fired their defense coordinator. That should have never happened anyway. He was trash at Oklahoma, and y'all brought him over here. He was still trash. Like, but I don't think it's just the defense coordinator. I think it's part of what the offense does too. The head coach. I think all of that. When you throw the ball so much, and that's how your quarterbacks always end up in the Heisman race, is because you're throwing the ball a lot. When you throw the ball a lot, you give the ball to the defense back faster. Either you throwing touchdowns or you punting the ball and you putting your defense back on the field. So you wear your defense down. Whatever Lincoln Riley's doing, whatever defense coordinator he come in, he bring in, I think the same thing is going to happen, because his defense is going to get worn down because he leave them on the field so long, because you're trying to run a fast, score-happy offense that makes your quarterback look great. He's had 4 guys to win the Heisman or be right there at the Heisman, so you know this is what he do. And this is why his defense won't show up. So I don't care who you hire. Honestly, I think if you go there as a decent defensive coordinator, when you go coach with Lincoln Riley, it's going to mess up your stats as a defensive coordinator if you go to USC and you play wherever school he go to, because he's going to throw the ball too much. Penn State, they fired their offensive coordinator. Now I want y'all to remember, around about the third, fourth game of the season, one reporter asked the head coach, "Hey, do you think y'all need to take more shots? You need to take more shots down the field." And he was like, "There's sometimes y'all just want to dial it up and just let it rip and throw it." He was just like, the head coach was like, "What? That don't even make sense what you're saying. Like, just throw a deep ball just to throw a deep ball." He said, "You know how long it take us to get these guys used to not throwing the ball all willy-nilly, just trying to make a play? It's hard to get these guys to check down and make the safe throws. So no, we're never gonna just dial up deep, long pass plays and letting guys just throw the ball. We're not gonna do that. That don't even make sense. You got my brain hurting right now, right?" That's what he was saying. But their games just look boring. When they play against big time schools, big time talent, they can't get it done. So you have to take shots. You have to make the defense be honest. When you don't take shots, the defense can crowd the box. Just like we were saying with Colorado. When you throw the ball every play, the defense know, okay, we don't have to bring nobody in the box. We can just keep everybody back. We can do jets and stunts up front with our D linemen because we're not really worried about the run. We can just have fun with it because you're one-dimensional. Same thing with Penn State. They so conservative, it's easy to keep them off the board because you know I don't got to worry about y'all doing no trick plays. I don't got to worry about y'all throwing no real deep bombs. So if we keep everything in front of us, y'all just keep trying to play this little 3 and 5 man yard ball, and eventually your team will make a mistake. They kids, they gonna make a mistake. So that offense coordinator's out. Who else? Somebody else. We know Colorado. We already did our little change with our coordinator. He's out. Mississippi State head coach got fired. Mississippi Bulldogs, he's out. So a lot of heads are starting to roll. This is the time, and a few more guys' heads will roll after the rival game. After the rival game towards the end of the season, a few more. If you lose your rival game, most of the times you're gonna be out of there. So a few more heads are gonna roll these next few weeks. This is why I never wanted to be a coach. People tell me, "T, you should coach. You know the game." I don't, because if you mess up, if your star player gets hurt, something happens, a dude get in trouble, he gets suspended for the year, and now he's a vital piece of your game planning to win that year, and this guy don't pass his classes, get caught cheating or something, now you end up losing, you can get fired. Now you got to move your whole family. It's hard to ever buy a house because you got to stay in the house long enough to pay it off. So I was like, I don't want to coach because I don't want to get stuck in limbo out here coaching 30, 40 years, and you get fired and you don't have anything, that you don't got no pension, you don't got nothing. You just out here, wife talking all kind of crazy trash to you because you're like, "I thought you gonna take care of it. You lied. You said we had nothing to worry about." I didn't want to go through that. I didn't want to go through that stress. Other things that's going on. Oh, y'all hear about the lawsuit in the Pac-12. So Washington, I think Washington State, the team we about to play next, and who else? Who is Oregon State? They suing. They trying to sue. They trying to keep the whole bag. They trying to keep all the money for the Pac-12. They like, "Look, we ain't leaving. These other schools leaving. We here. We deserve the money." And the other schools like, "Nah, we should dissolve the whole conference and split this money up." And Oregon State and Washington State like, "Nah, we here. We ain't going nowhere. Give us the money." And I think it's like 400 million. 400 million. And they trying to stay around and get the bag. They trying to at least get like 200 million and split it between their schools because they stay loyal to the Pac-12. So that's what's going on right now. If y'all didn't know about that, what's some other stuff going on? Georgia, and I don't see y'all hit the like button. Y'all in the room, y'all hit the like button. I don't see my comments. Where my comments at? Where my live chat? Georgia right now is the clear #1 favorite right now. Georgia, like some people were saying, and that's why I got my black Georgia hat on. Is this a good thing that Georgia has been the best team in college football for the last 3 years, or is it creating a black hole? Is it creating a situation where it's not fun And if y'all don't know, college football has been down. Like the numbers and everything has been down. So because the SEC has been so dominant in Alabama, now it's been switched over to Georgia. They've been winning for so many years. Is it starting to become like, okay, the other schools don't even believe they got a shot to win? Like, do y'all really believe? Y'all see what's going on in the Pac-12? All these ranked teams, all these good teams. Do y'all really believe any of these teams got a shot at beating Georgia? Y'all tell me, because I don't believe it. Y'all saw what happened. Oregon supposed to be the big dog in that conference. Y'all saw what happened when Georgia and Oregon played a few years ago. It was a murder. Like, it wasn't even close. It kind of looked like the Aloha, what's going on? It wasn't even close when Georgia and Oregon played against each other. And Georgia has gotten better since then. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. So Georgia is the clear big dog. And who's next? Alabama? Alabama don't really have a good quarterback this year. Do y'all really think Michigan can beat Georgia? Now they don't have a head coach. Did y'all see Michigan coach crying? Man, like, who can beat Georgia? And why does nobody give Florida State any props? Florida State is undefeated. Florida State has 3 wide receivers that might go in the top 3 rounds in the draft. Their quarterback might go in the top 3 rounds in the draft. They got a defensive end that's supposed to could be the #1 pick. That's what they were saying before the season started. Why don't anybody really give Florida State no real props? What's going on? Edwin Smith, I see you. I see you. I'm just trying to understand why. I remember Florida State used to be with everybody talking about Texas A&M. Since they finna fire Jimbo Fisher, they might reach out to Deion now. I don't think that. I think the timing is all wrong. If Coach Prime would have stayed another year at Jackson, everything would have been all good. Now that Shador and all these players have transferred to Jackson, if they try to transfer now, they can't. They got to sit out a year. So that means Shador can't leave. I don't know, Shiloh, he graduated, so he probably can do whatever he want to do. But a lot of these guys, they landlocked now. They can't just leave sitting out a year. So, no, Coach Prime is not going to Texas. And I think Coach Prime is so savvy, and he got Coach Prime has a marketing team. Y'all got to understand this. He has a manager. A lot of coaches don't have a agent type person that's managing your affairs. So Coach Prime, if he stay at Colorado, you see what he's already got to deal with Nike. I forgot the guy, the owner of the big wig of Nike. He's already saying they putting together some packages for Coach Prime in Colorado already next year. Coach Prime got a shoe again with Nike, and that's what, remember, the shoe deal is what made Michael Jordan be who Michael Jordan is right now out of basketball. If Coach Prime can get a shoe deal and it becomes something like what Jordan had. And you got to remember, Coach Prime is doing this after he's done playing. Everybody already know who Prime is. But now he can have these #1 recruits. They coming in getting NIL deals. You remember he was saying we didn't have money. Colorado was saying we didn't have money. Now they finna get in bed with Nike. Now they finna have money. They finna have big time money. What's going on, Patricia? They finna have big bread. So top DBs, top wide receivers, top quarterbacks, everybody finna start winning them primes. Y'all remember, like, I'm gonna tell y'all stuff. I don't know how I do this stuff, but I've been doing it for like majority of my life. I see stuff way before it happened. I see it. How people been saying, man, you got on them J's, people are gonna start saying you got on them primes. Shador is finna wear his dad's shoe. Shador got 10,000 yards already. 10,000 yards. Next week, he's finna break the all-time Colorado record. He just got to Colorado. He's finna break it already, right? So, and if they end up squeaking to get into a bowl game, he's probably gonna have like Shadua might, and if he get another 3 games, Shadua might put up another 1,000 yards. He might have 1,100 yards if they get into a bowl game. And then next year, with all these weapons with a better offensive line, he might put up 4,000 to 5,000 yards next year. Are y'all understanding? So he's gonna be wearing his daddy's shoes every game. You talking about how that went famous, him doing his wrist like that? He finna be doing something with the shoes. Travis Hunter gonna be doing something with the shoes. Like, you gonna have the best quarterback and the best DB in the game, quote, wearing your shoes. So his shoes are gonna blow, and now he's gonna keep getting the Aaron Butlers coming in, and the new quarterback, the Hills, he's gonna be able to entice so many big time players. Even though Texas A&M was gonna be able to give him a whole bunch of money, and it sounds good, he's gonna make so much money off the court because Colorado gave him off the field because Colorado gave him so much leeway. He's gonna make so much money off the field. And then Colorado is making so much money from him being there, they're going to be able to give him a crazy deal. They're going to be able to give him he's going to be in the top 3 paid coaches. So if he stays at Colorado, he can actually make more money because they gave him like a level of control that other schools in the SEC, Florida State, Miami, they wouldn't give him. And the facilities, this is the big thing. The hospital facilities and all that stuff is right there where he coaches it, where he practices it. So if anything happens to him with his leg situation, the blood clots or whatever, they can rush him right into the hospital. Right there. Like, I think that's one of the biggest safety nets that a lot of people just overlooking. He don't have to jump in no car, drive through downtown, going to the hospital is right there. Right there. Let me see. When we get in some of y'all comments. Yeah, Prime stand, and a lot of people saying Prime getting out coached. He getting out coached. Now some stuff is kind of like when on that 31 when he did they threw the ball. Like, why you won't run the ball? Or if you're gonna throw the ball, why won't you do that little play where you throw the Dillon out in the flats and let him get 2-3 yards real quick out in the flats? He's too fast for a linebacker to tackle him if you throw it to him out in the flats. So, yeah, some of those kind of players, but is that Coach Prime or is that the offense coordinator? And we noticed after he changed offense coordinators, this week we did see more running. They weren't completely committed to the run, but we did see more running. I feel like next week, if we get 10 more running plays, we will win the game. And I think, and because this happened at Jackson, I saw this happen at Jackson. Shadua was throwing a lot. Shadua was doing a great passing at the beginning of the year, but he started to idle down. It started to get a little rocky. And when it started to get a little rocky, Savion started running the ball a lot more. He started putting the team on his back, and you got that balance. Once you got that balance going, then Shadua got back rolling again. Let me see what y'all talking about. Now, you might be right, Mr. 337. Next year, after Shadua and all them leave, everything's going to be up in the air. Because his daughter, she's playing basketball, but, like, I don't think she's really getting a lot of minutes. So I don't think that's a big thing that's going to keep him at Colorado. But I think this is the other thing y'all got to understand. When Colorado changes conference, Colorado and Utah will be the 2 teams with the most talent, and Arizona will be the 2. Them 3 teams are going to be the teams with the most talent. TCU has talent, but TCU has to compete with Texas, Oklahoma, Houston, all these schools down there for these same players. And you know Texas is going to get the cream of the crop the majority of the time. Oh, and Texas A&M. So Coach Prime finna come in and steal some of their big time players. So even TCU, they will have talent, but they're gonna have a lot of 4 stars, not 5 stars. The talent that Coach Prime is bringing in, he's bringing in the premier 5 stars. It's a difference. It's levels to this. The people that's drafted in the first round, the first 5-10 picks, are better than the ones that's drafted in the first round at pick number 28 and 27. You gotta understand, like, it's difference. So Coach Prime is going for the premier 5 stars and those sleeper gems 3 and 4 stars that people not really, they don't really know how to gauge how good they really are because of the competition they playing against. I feel like his team is gonna be so stacked if they end up getting 2 linemen, and I don't understand why. Maybe they're working on him, but maybe they're not. I don't understand the number 1 lineman out of the 2025 class. His last name is Sanders. I don't understand why they ain't already got this dude damn near locked in. Like, and Coach Prime, maybe he gonna use this. And y'all watch the footwork. Once his sons leave, now the other centers will be coming in 2025. He can be like, look, my son's gonna have to go get some more family here. Sanders, whatever his name, I forgot his first name, but they can kind of play it like, I got me a new son now. He already got the last name, he ready to go. They could kind of picture like that, I don't know. But if they can get the number 1 tackle this year and then the number 1 tackle next year, you got 2 bookend tackles, it's over. Some of the top quarterbacks coming here, 2 bookend tackles. Now you can find guards almost anywhere. You can go to JUCO, you can find guards, but tackles, them your premier positions. You already got one that want to come here now. You already got a quarterback that's coming that's good. You got another quarterback that might come that's good. So they set up real nice. Understand me, they set up real nice. Let me see what y'all talking about. Hold on. Let me scroll back up. I think it's the next year. All right, read that one already. Prime spoke about the SEC before. Yeah, I mean, he talked about the SEC before, but like, think about it right now. If he goes to the SEC, he's not gonna have more talent than Georgia and Texas A&M, Texas, Alabama, maybe even Florida. Like, there's a lot of schools that just off program prestige. They got more talent in-house. Like Coach Prime, it depends like what school. Like if he go to Texas A&M, yeah, with the money that they have, he could make something shake. But if he goes to like a Kentucky or Ole Miss, like that, Mississippi State, I don't think he'll make that turnaround. I don't think so, cause you got the Georgias and the Alabamas. They facilities and stuff are so much better. All right, Texas coming, man. Texas got a whole. Oh, and I want y'all to understand this. Texas has a whole network, and I'm gonna show y'all how Deion is changing the game. Texas has a whole network, everything studio inside they facilities, right? They football facilities. They got enough equipment to have a whole news center, CNN, all that kind of stuff they can have a top news station, ESPN, out of Texas, right? We get more content from Bucky's phone than we got on Texas, and they got that whole big facility. So it's about the priority, and this is why Coach Prime is gonna win. He knows how to market himself, and he knows how to market his team, and he knows how to market his players. So these top 5-star guys will come be with Coach Prime because they know he's gonna market them. You hear when he talk about Travis? He was talking about if Travis would have did this, the Heisman was gonna be at the house. What has Washington coach said about their quarterback about the Heisman? I haven't heard. Maybe he has said something. I haven't heard anything. What has Lane Kiffin really said about Williams and the Heisman? What has Kirby Smart said anything about the quarterback stepping up and he should be in contention for the Heisman? Like they don't do that. They always want to pump that team, put the team above everything. Coach Prime, he's gonna still keep. We got to be a team, but when people elevate, he's gonna let the world know. When you're doing bad, he's gonna let the world know. So either way go, you're gonna get exposure. I've noticed this. If you take a recruit, you can take the top recruits in the country, right? I can make a video saying this recruit might be going to Georgia. This recruit might be going to Florida State. Then I make a video saying this recruit going to Colorado. That Colorado video had like 3,000 more views. So if you're a top player, you want to be a prime time premier player, you want people to see you. And the way Coach Prime promotes his players, I remember when he was at Jackson, he was saying, oh, he a pro. I think when he was at Jackson State, before he got to Jackson State, no kids from HBCUs across the board got drafted in the NFL draft in like 2 years or 3 years or something like that. Coach Prime got there and he sent I know he sent 2 guys I know for sure to the league. And he sent some more guys to like Canadian leagues and different kind of things like that. So he sent like 5 guys to play pro ball. And that's because he was marketing them that they're good, and people that respect him, okay, if Coach Prime said they're good, we're going to come check them out. He knows talent. That's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to say. And with the staff that he has, with NFL experience, people going to say, okay, well, they got guys on the staff that's teaching them the right way. Let's go down there and see what they got. So, Coach Prime he's finna kill the game, y'all. Let me see what else y'all talking about. Let me see. Hey, if we win this game right here, if we win this game against Washington, the game against Utah, I promise y'all, is gonna be one of the most watched games. Even though the game don't really mean nothing. All thing it'll mean is will Colorado make it to a bowl game? That will be one of the most watched games. When you got all these big dog teams, you got SEC teams playing against each other in the SEC championship, all that kind of stuff. The game against Colorado and Utah will be one of the most watched games if Colorado win this Saturday coming up. Now, Prime ain't going to the NFL. Nah, he ain't doing that. He finna make too much money being safe. He finna make money talking. Like, right? All thing he got to do now is talk and run his mouth and get people to buy into what he's saying, and he's going to make money. Y'all know what the NFL stands for, the Not Fun League. Coach Prime ain't going for that. We afraid. What we afraid of? What we afraid of? We talking about Prime. What we afraid of? Trying to dial down the facts. What facts we trying to dial down? Oh, hold on. We might get into a little greasy conversation here. Somebody trying. What y'all talking about? They ain't getting Jordan. How you know they ain't getting Jordan? Jordan already said he want to play for Shador. He want to block for Shador. He said this out his own mouth. He brought his whole mama and grandmama and everybody to the game. Little cousin and the dude next door. What you talking? Why you gonna bring everybody if you don't want to go there? Why you going back to Colorado twice if you don't want to go there? So it's heavy on his mind. Now Cam Coleman, I don't know about these other folks. I don't know about them. I haven't been focusing on them. But we will see. You're right. If Prime was in Texas, he would get Jordan because he can give him a big old deal. But this is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Now, Prime might better tell these boys, because you're going to bet on yourself. If you think you're a dog, if you think you're a top recruit, you're going to say, okay, I'm going to get the job done. Coach Prime can say, look, you come here and you ball out. You make the all SA, all whatever conference they finna be in. You make the all whatever. You get a deal with Nike to wear my shoes. That's all he got to tell them. That's all he got to say. It's over. Because you want a lineman that's going to represent your shoes, the best lineman too. You want the best receiver to represent your shoes, the best DB, the best linebacker. You want that. So he can offer this to all these dudes. As long as you put up the numbers, you get to wear my shoes. And now they know they got money coming. Why you think LSU gonna be real tough next year? Because the quarterback coming back? What's going on, Prime Sports Media? We gotta link up. We gotta link up. But he ain't going nowhere right now. If Texas A&M, see, if Texas A&M really want Prime, they have to keep Jimbo for another year. They have to keep him. And if Texas A&M fires Jimbo, they got to pay him all this money. So they ain't gonna have all that money to pay Prime. Like, I understand we want to make it seem like they got this oil money and they blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. But the world is going through it right now. A lot of people are falling short on their loans. People getting evicted out their houses. If it's hurting the little man, it's hurting the big man too. We just ain't seeing it. We not. That's why all these people left the Pac-12. They going to go get more money because they hurting. You heard Colorado said we ain't had no money. So don't think it's just they got all this money to pay Jimbo and to pay Prime and pay all these kids. I heard some of the kids that went to Texas A&M weren't even getting their money. Last year I heard that. But it didn't blow up big. Y'all saying no, Prime don't necessarily love Texas more than Colorado. What Prime love is the land in Texas. You can buy a lot of land in Texas for cheap. Prime is a big time land connoisseur. In Georgia, when he was in Atlanta, he brought a bunch of land. And now when he went to Texas, he was like, damn, we got all this land here in Texas with the Cowboys. And he found out, damn, we can buy all this land. I can buy way more in Texas. My money will stretch and go longer in Texas than it will down in Miami, than it will in Atlanta. Like, so he stayed in Texas and brought a lot of land. He liked land. He liked having his space. That's what they say. Everything is bigger in Texas. That's why he's really in Texas. And he had ties with the Cowboys and all this kind of stuff. He's Super Bowl winner down there in Texas. He gonna get love everywhere he go. He eat for free. Like, it's love in Texas. Texas has the best defense, offense. Man, Texas, I don't know. Texas, y'all looking like fool's gold out there, man. Because I just seen the dude, the quarterback. Y'all make this make sense to me. So, it's a quarterback that just played against Duncanville. Duncanville supposed to be the best high school. They had all these 5 stars. They supposed to have the #1 DN. And all these supposed to be super talented dudes. Nobody can't beat them. They beating teams 50-0, all this kind of stuff. The dude for DeSoto, Texas, they got the real big, y'all done seen that real big 6'9", 370-pound lineman, big old dude. All them on the other team. Their quarterback has 90 touchdowns. This is what I'm telling y'all. He has 90 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. He's not even ranked. Like, he don't got 1 star, 2 stars. So if Texas is so good, if Texas got so much talent, why does a guy that won a state championship, that beat the #1 team in Texas, got 90 touchdowns, why is he not even ranked? That don't make sense to me. That don't make, help me understand this, Texas folks. Yeah, he can, and you got to understand the season is shorter in college than it is in the NFL, so he get to move around a lot more. College, he get to fly all these different places, and it's on the school. He get to fly private. Think about it. Prime get to fly private to go visit all these schools, so he could go to Atlanta. And you try to tell when he go to Atlanta or wherever he go to Florida, he ain't gonna go stop by and see his people. He gonna be a little busy with pleasure. He know everybody everywhere. He prime. He can't do that in the NFL jet. I don't know if you're just trying to be a troll or you really talking some real. I don't know what's going on right now. Okay, if Jordan is saying he want to block for Shador, like that's what he's saying. I'm not saying that. He said that out of his own mouth. Colorado don't even have actual non-restaurants. All right, well that's an opportunity for people to create new businesses and to grow. Like you just seen that list of known restaurants that all them ladies said they wouldn't go to. There's a whole long list of restaurants that everybody know that ladies said they don't want to go to on first dates because they don't really like the food and stuff for real. So when you got a restaurant that's like a mom and pop and they cook and they got their own style of cooking, some people like that better because they feel like the food is real. You gotta open up your mind. Yeah, you're right. Like I don't think Prime will screw over Colorado. And see a lot of people say, oh, he did Jackson like that. He did the Falcons like that. No, the Falcons didn't re-sign him. Jackson didn't keep their word. And I don't want to kick no dirt on Jackson, but you remember Coach Prime was saying, I'll pay for an independent auditor that audit the books and all that kind of stuff, and Jackson didn't want to do that. So, and like Coach Prime was like, okay, it's supposed to be this many people in the stands, I'm supposed to get so much of the ticket sales, and I'm not getting this. Like, what's going on? So Prime was getting screwed by Jackson, and after you done so much and you start getting better offers, you can just take your talent somewhere else. All right, you're right. You're right. Colorado team is finna be crazy. Are you talking about who are you talking about? You talking about Texas? You talking about Texas? We in here. Texas about to have the best team ever? Or you saying Colorado about to have the best team ever? Because I don't really hear Texas being really like, I just don't hear nobody really like, nobody ain't really scared of Texas like that for real. Nobody ain't really hyping Texas like that for real. The only people like Texas is a little piece of Texas that like Texas. Some people, maybe some people on the outskirts of Texas might like Texas. And you might have a few people in Oklahoma that like Texas because this is how some people are. But like in Florida, nobody don't talk about Texas. In Georgia, people don't talk about Texas. In Ohio, we don't talk about Texas. But in Ohio, they talk about Alabama. In Texas, they talk about Alabama. Around the whole world, talking about Georgia. Like Texas, y'all don't got it like that no more, dog. I'm telling you. Texas do not have it like that. When y'all put them long spokes on y'all cars, and y'all just messed it up. Y'all start screwing y'all music, y'all messed it up. Y'all messed it up. Nobody don't like that. Nobody don't like that, Texas. Y'all got 2 teams, Texas. Y'all got about 35 colleges down there. Colorado trash. If Colorado was trash, why they taking all these ranked teams to the last second? These ranked teams, only Oregon was the only team to beat Colorado convincingly. Everybody else, it was a nail biter. Everybody else. USC was a nail biter. Everybody was a nail biter. So you can't say Colorado trash. And the only reason why, so y'all know Colorado, they losing their numbers every week, right? Their attendance supposed to be, the views are going down. But the views are not going down because people just don't tune them out. The views are going down because they're not on ESPN. Like I done had the live screen, I think like 3 games. So if the games are on ESPN, they'll still do numbers. And I think the reason why they kind of stopped it, because what sense would it make if Colorado is doing numbers and they losing? Colorado doing better numbers than Georgia and they losing? What's going on here? We about to create a beast that we can't contain. We can't control. If Colorado would have still kept breaking records, now, win or lose, Colorado is the biggest show in town. So you know all the top recruits gonna want to go there. They had to take them off ESPN. They had to take them off. They was getting too much pub. Y'all just know how to run the clock. Hey, ESPN, they might be scrubs, but they get your views though. If you get on ESPN, hold on, let me get my notes. My notes failed. Let me see what else on my notes. Anything else? Oh, y'all heard about the kicker? The kicker for Jackson State, the female kicker. She got an NIL deal. I think she the first female kicker with an NIL deal that played football. And she got a leg brace on right now. She hurt herself, I think, last year, so she kicked with a leg brace. And she actually pretty good. Like, in high school, she kicked like 98 extra points and 5 field goals. So, to make 98 extra points, you got to be good. She plays soccer too, so she's a natural kicker. But she got an NIL deal with I think it's with a card company, Leaf Trading Cards, and you can get an autograph. I don't know if it's a card or a poster for like $20. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Well, we probably won't never play Stanford again. Stanford gonna be shaking in their boots to play Colorado now. Everybody gonna be shaking in their boots. We might not play them no more, though. We going to another conference. Oh, Buff Chevy here wilding. Let me see, Mr. 33, Oregon. You're right. That was their first game without Travis. They were trying to figure stuff out. They were just trying stuff. There was a little shell shock. The crowd was crazy. They home field advantage was crazy. We got to give them that too. That crowd was crazy. So it was a lot going on. There was a lot going on that game. The team was just down. They Superman was down, you know. But I think that's all I got for y'all, man. Oh, the decommit. Sammy Watkins' nephew, he decommitted. Now, I can go two ways on this, y'all. Two ways on this. One, he could have decommitted for real. Like, okay, he's starting to bring in some top guys. I don't know if I'm going on the field, because there's some guys there right now that's not touching the field. That's good. So he could have looked at that and said, you know what, let me take my name out of this hat, and I might find a better fit for me. Or he could be doing the same thing where he playing the field, where it's like, okay, I'm going to act like I ain't going there so people follow me, so I can kind of flirt with this school. I can go on my visits. I can have fun, but I can come back around and still sign Colorado once I'm good and ready. So he could be doing that to try to get a lot of followers on social media. He could be doing that too. But honestly, I think, because when I heard about he was the first guy to commit with Colorado, and maybe Colorado ain't been giving him a lot of energy right now. They focusing on these other guys they chasing now, and maybe other schools calling him and Colorado is not calling him because they feel like we already got you in the bag, and he might be feeling like, damn, they done forgot about me. That could be the case. But I feel like if he decommitted, he might feel like, okay, I don't know if that's gonna be the best fit for me, because there's gonna be so many talented guys there. It's only one ball. It's only one ball. He might be better going to Auburn, you know, especially if he went to a smaller school like a Georgia State in Atlanta or App State. He'll get so many more balls. And like, we done had people that go second round from App State, wide receivers. So he could go to a smaller school and get way more balls instead of going to Colorado and trying to compete against 5 stars to get the ball. I don't know. That might be a good move by Mr. Watkins. But let me see. Y'all got anything else? I'm about to get up out of here. Oh, you from Alabama? Okay. Man, my email is bigplaykiller@yahoo. Bigplaykiller@yahoo. That was my gamer tag a long time ago. So I created this YouTube page and I changed it from Big Play Killer to Big Tiger, but it's bigplaykiller@yahoo. If y'all want to hit me up on that. That's my email. Everything all together, no crazy stuff, just bigplaykiller@yahoo. Cadillac Williams ain't going nowhere. He gonna stay at Auburn. Cadillac Williams, no, he royalty down there in Auburn. He get to eat for free and everything. But yeah, y'all, that's what I got, man. I finna get up out of here. I'll see y'all in this go around. Appreciate your time.